We are back. As you can hear in my voice, I lost it for a week, but I wanted to do a quick update for you guys and show you guys what we've been up to. Obviously I'm going to try not to talk too much, but I've been raising my mana army and working towards the orbital supply drops and the element vein drops. So these are my main stats here: 6,400 health, stamina is about 1,100, and melee is about 310, at least what I'm trying to breed into the breed line. That's what I'm going for. So I've been trying to condense all my stats together, and it's been a big job because these are about 2-day raids on our 6-man officials. So we're going to use these with Venusaurs to do the drops. Shane found a pretty decent Venusaur, 3,300 health, 1,100 stam. Melee's a little bit low at 236, but when they're unridden they only do a set amount of damage anyway. So we're breeding up our breed lines, getting ready for these supply drops and the element veins. That's why you guys haven't seen too many videos. I lost my voice. I didn't want to do a video with it when it's bad, even though this is pretty bad, but I think it's bearable. Leave a like if you guys still want to see the content. But yeah, basically just been breeding like crazy. These are my Velinas. I'm going to roll with 2 for the drops. I've got 2 Velinas, and then I'm going to be on my mana. And the reason I like the manas so much, and I think they're going to be the meta on Extinction for drops, is because of their Ice Beam attack. Basically, the Ice Beam attack slows things down, and it doesn't hurt the element veins. As you guys will know, the element veins are really fragile. And it's also the same with the Venusaurs. Obviously, the turret attack on the Venusaurs doesn't hurt the element veins or the drops, so they're really effective. And it should go pretty well once we finally get the stats all together. And we've also been hugely busy upgrading the base. We added an extra level to the base. Don't judge the hatch frame placement, it's because we don't want to expand the generator range just yet. So we added the extra level, and now we just need to grind up more turrets. So I've been on that grind, I just haven't been doing videos because of this voice and how dead it sounds. I really want to start putting more of this base maintenance and building into the videos, because probably only 10% of the footage and of what I actually do in game I actually show you guys. Because obviously Ark is a huge grind. I've just been grinding like crazy, and not much to show for it in videos, but Shane's also been going crazy with the Gacha loot. There's actually a method where you feed it metal cables or you feed it wall maps. Basically the Gacha will give you loot above that level, so whatever you put into the Gacha, it's going to spit out stuff above that tier of loot. So Shane got like a 671 damage Fabi with 1000 Jura, and we've been getting some crazy loot with it, which has been awesome. So they didn't nerf the Gachas, but this new method is pretty damn effective still. And some of you guys might be in the comments like, why don't you just do the drops and the element veins with Titans? Because we can't. Basically, the Alpha Tribe, who are actually, they're legends, but they just keep taming the Desert Titan because that's what you do. So we can't get it. Alright, so I've just had a baby pop. Hopefully this gives me my stats that I need. When these things pop, they go flying against the wall. Make sure you do these and breed these in a sealed room. Otherwise you'll never catch the baby. Also, when you throw them out with a Pokeball, make sure you do that against a wall as well. Where is it? It's got to be around here somewhere. I'm going to give one to Shane. And this didn't get many of the stats. Didn't get the health, unfortunately. I think I'll probably still keep it, just because we need a ton of manas anyway. Pokeball it. This is what you do. You just breed. If you can't breed it at the time, just Pokeball it, and away you go. It's so good for breeding. But I think that's pretty much covered most of the updates. I'm just going to keep breeding these manas, and hopefully finally get my stats together. Oh, I think I can hear it. Yes. And then it flies away. Because when it's following you, this is what it does. It's like you got to time it perfectly for when it comes towards you. Let's see if this has got the stats. And no, I'm not keeping it with that stem. Stem is the most important thing on these things. They chew through the stem like no one's business. It's kind of broken actually. I'm going to put it down humanely with a few bullets to the back, not even in the head. I think our health's pretty good on these at least. Alright, so I popped some more and I finally got my stats together in opposite sex breeders, which is amazing. So I got 3 and there's 1 spare that I can use. Well, 2 males and 1 female, so I can use one of the males as my main. So now we just got to wait another 2 days and we should be ready to do the drops and the element veins hopefully. But while I've been doing all this breeding and stuff at base, I've been making sure to loot the geishas. I've been putting war maps into them and metal cables. So we've got a few geisha crystals here to open. And we'll see what we get. Because I recommend you guys do this as well, because you can get like geishas that give you metal, poly, obsidian. So you can sit there and basically farm while you breed, which is amazing. So it makes you feel much more productive when you're doing stuff around the base. Ramshackle torch, apprentice hatchet, mastercraft sword. Too great. Journeyman minus helmet, not too bad. Mastercraft shotgun, torch. Okay. Man, this is making me sound bad because I said we were getting some good stuff. There we go. Send a flak helmet. It's not too bad. But you do get a lot of good stuff if you do put war maps and cables into the geishas. It's much better than stone. Right, chest piece. 58. I'm not getting the greatest stuff. Sending right boots. Let's get in there. Sending crossbow. Not too bad. And lucky last, Ascendant Chinton Gauntlets. It's a troll. But still, not too bad at all. Especially considering I've just been breeding around base, getting free loot. Alright, so I'm going to go solo attempt to do a element vein with my mana and 2 Venusaurs. We'll see how it goes. It's probably going to go horribly wrong, but you know, there's only one way to find out. If we actually go up here, you can see the airdrops from up here. So I can see if there's any airdrops on the map. This mana needs more stam. You can't see the element veins. If there's any airdrops, we'll be able to see those at least. Can't see any out there. I think I really just need to go out into the wastelands to actually find it. We'll just actually dive out here. On second thought, hopefully there's active element vein somewhere and we can give it a solid crack. Because we really need to get these drops done. Just going to be such a more productive way to do things. Whoa, don't know how I killed that. OP. OP. So I'm just going to cruise around until I find an element vein or a drop. Right, so I'm hoping that this drop is... Please tell me that's not purple. That looked like purple. It's going to be a massive nope if that's purple. I'm hoping it's yellow. I think if this drop's yellow, we can actually have a chance. So hopefully it is. We'll get closer to have a look. And that is purple. Yeah, we won't have a chance against that. So we'll just activate it, I think, and get the hell out of there. Alright, so I finally found an element vein. There's basically 3 different element veins that I've seen. There's a 10,000 health one, which is like a blue easy drop. There's a 25,000 one, and then there's a 50,000 one, which is quite difficult. So we found this 25,000 one, and I'm calling in Shane, and hopefully we can do this with 2 of us. We'll see how it goes. Got my 2 Velinas and my mana, and Shane's going to bring over an owl. Because it's all about crowd control. These are like a tower defense game, so we'll see how we go. Yes. So I'm just solo here at the moment, and Shane's on his way. So that first wave was extremely easy, but now the second wave of this gets much harder. There's actually Spinos and stuff coming now. I think Shane's just got here, so hopefully we can crowd control with the owl, freeze and mob, and then I can have time to kill them. The ice beam on the manas is kind of temperamental at the moment. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, depending on the server. When the server's running well, the ice beam works pretty well. I've got one Velina down, I've just got to wait for the timer so I can get my second one down in a minute. So as you can see, the stuff's not too high level yet, which is bearable. The Velina's not doing much work though. Alright, so Shane's here now. He's on the owl, and give us heals, he can freeze the mobs, slow them down. Finish the second wave, we're about to go on to the third wave. And we'll see how this goes. You definitely don't want to do the 25,001 solo, that's for sure. Unless you've got a ton of Velina saws. Okay, I think this is the third wave coming now. Alright, so here come the paras. This guy's going to get pretty brutal. I've lost a lot of the front veins, but that was just because I was doing this solo for so long. Should be able to deal with this, hopefully. Shane's just sort of keeping them off the main node there. I'm trying to aggro them before they get to it. This is what I mean by the freeze, it's just so good. You gotta be careful not to hit the nodes as well because you can damage them yourself. Oh my god, there's a lot of stuff here now. Oof. Lucky I got imprint on this. And we got a good saddle BP for these manas as well. Probably don't try this with the normal mana saddle BP because you'll get destroyed. I think you'll definitely want imprint and a good saddle. This is a big cluster now. So Shane's just freezing the stuff at the back. It's going pretty well. It's definitely doable with two people. The owl and the mana combo is pretty damn good in my opinion. So I think the key is that you want to come further out from the node and get all the corruptors to aggro you further out so they don't even get on the vein. But we've got a pretty good rhythm going now. Shane's getting ganked in here, but should be able to deal with it. Oh, I got frozen off. Rip. Oh, that raptor nearly got me then, that was so close. Got two Velinas down now too, which helps a lot. So we're on the fourth round now. And there is a lot of powers, this is getting pretty hectic here. Even though the Ice Owl freeze heals stuff, it's also good to just slow it down so you can pick off stuff. I still think it's a pretty good combo. Look at all these powers, there's so many. But we're chewing through them. This is a low melee mana as well. I know a lot of people are going to say you should just be on the Velinasaurs for this, but I feel like the manas and the owls have better crowd control. Just put down two Velinas unmanned, even though they do less damage. Because the Velinasaur would be getting stomped right now if it was where I am on this mana. So close. Taste it. Alright, we're nearly there. In between each round we've been leaving one dino alive and healing up. That's the other reason the owl is so good, because you can get heals on the fly. If you leave one dino up, you can heal in between each round. You shall not pass. This is such a good combo. Gotta be careful not to get hit though. Just love it when this mana beam actually works. If you get a cluster of stuff together, you can actually freeze it all at once too. Look at this. And the Velinasaurs can kill it all. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is the last thing alive. The final round, yes. Alright, so now we can harvest all the external nodes first, because they give you element dust and shards and sometimes element. Then we'll move into the center. From the 25,000 health element vein you get about 100 to 120 element, I'm pretty sure. Look at all that element. This is amazing. So good. Screw dough dig farming. We're just going to do this from now on. Just going to give Shane the go. So, we got around about 66 element, and Shane got, I think, about 50, I'm pretty sure. So, about 105 to 110 element from this, which is awesome. And you can two-man it as well. So, now we're going to go try and find the 50,000 when the rest of the guys get on. And hopefully find a yellow drop to attempt as well, and see how that goes. So, we did actually find a 50k vein here, and we're going to attempt it with 4 of us. We're going to use 2 manas and 2 wolves. The wolves have 1000 melee, so they're pretty OP. The ones tamed from the cave wolves. And we've got an owl as well to heal up in between, so we'll see how this goes. We should be able to do it with 4 of us, I think. We're actually doing it with an owl and 2 wolves and a mana, so we'll see how it goes. And a ton of Venusaurs. We've got about 6 Venusaurs for this one. So what we're going to do over here is crowd control the mobs while the other guys kill them. While the other guys kill the other side, because there's two ways they come from. The other guys will kill their mobs and then come over to us. And then DPS this down, because the wolves have crazy DPS. So I'm just going to keep on freezing. It's just so good when this mana beam works. The population of the server is pretty low at the moment, that's why it's affecting it. Sometimes the mana beam doesn't hit reg very often. It's not looking too bad just yet. These are much higher level though than the last drop. Man, I gotta say that this is a pretty epic event though. It's like, it's fun and it's engaging. It's a really good addition that they've made to the Ark, to be honest. Actually adding some PvE challenge to the game. Oh my god, here it comes. Look at all these Spinos. Yeah, this is not good. We're gonna need the wolves really quick. We definitely want another person probably on DPS over here. 2 DPS on each lanes, I reckon. We should be alright for a second. Let's freeze these. Stop them munching so the wolves can come in. We need to move the Venusaurs in. I think the Venusaurs are actually better not on turret mode, because they move around better. Here come the wolves, we're good now. We got this round. I think we can definitely do this. So, this is round 2, now the Corrupted Wyverns come in. This is where it starts getting much harder, I think. But luckily the Venusaurs actually ground the Wyverns with their turret attack. And I can freeze them as well. So it's kind of manageable. Doing some quick heals as well. It seems like 25,000 health you need 2 people. 50,000 you can do it with 4, most definitely. Do remember we've got super OP wolves though. And this has got to be one of the coolest things you can do in Ark at the moment. Actually requires like skill and coordination. You've got to pick what you bring into the fight. And the AI is actually kind of decent for it with the Wyverns coming in, so I'm really liking these these orbital drops and element veins. This mana freeze is so good. We haven't lost too many veins yet, which is awesome. So I think that was the second wave done. Oh, still a couple of terrors here. My recording turned off when I thought it was on, but we did actually pass the element vein. It did get pretty hectic at a couple stages, but with a ton of Venusaurs and some good DPS, you can do this quite easily. Obviously the wolves are pretty broken, because level 430 with 1000 melee. But you could also do it with 3 manas as well, because obviously the crowd control ability is much better. So I'd say you really do want to bring owls in. At least a couple manas and some heavy DPS. But we'll see how much element we get from this. Moment of truth. Here we go. Oh my god, so I got 78 element. We'll see what the other guys got. The other guys actually got like 200 each nearly. So we got about 430 element from this 50k vein. That is amazing. That is so much element. We'll be able to upgrade our base massively now. It's so good. So it's been a bit of a time jump in videos, but this is what the base looks like now after we did those couple of element veins. We upgraded a lot of it to tech. We've got turret cap basically, and the base is looking pretty damn good. So you really want to push to get some good manas, some good owls, some good Velinas, and some good wolves, but I'm sure the wolves will be nerfed soon. And then you can do the element veins, and that's how you want to get your element. That's the easiest way once you've got your teams up and going. So the base is looking pretty awesome now. And we're making progress. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Hopefully you guys made it through with my voice being as bad as it was. If you did, leave a like and put a legend down in chat. You guys stuck through it. And yeah, hopefully you guys didn't find it too boring. But these element veins are a really important part of this map. So I wanted to show you guys the whole process of what I've been working on towards it and how we did it and what we've been using to get through it, because we haven't had access to Titans yet, so this is the next best thing. Hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.